In this video, you'll see two players at different ranks play the staple hero of Overwatch, Tracer. They both have different things to improve at, and in this video, I will coach them to see exactly what it is. And more importantly, highlight what mistakes you could be making as well. Let's jump right into it. Hey Drakus, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Wasn't expecting this, so this is a nice surprise.
You're gold on Tracer, correct?
Yeah, just started picking up Tracer not too long ago. Been having fun, but obviously a lot different than the other characters I'm used to playing.
And my question to you, what do you like about Tracer?
All the mobility, just being able to be super flexible with it, it's fun for me.
Okay, can I see your stats really quick while you're queue? Okay, so 10 plays, 3-1, 2 hours. It's not a lot of games to get a good set of stats, but scroll down. What do you get? What do you think a bit? What do you think about your stats in general?
My damage could definitely be higher.
And deaths could be lower. You have like 6 deaths. The nice way to put this, right, is that you play against gold players. By no means they're amazing and should be able to kill you 6 times in 10 minutes. That has zero to do with mechanics. I'm not telling you to win 1v1s. I'm not telling you to one-clip anybody. Not dying, essentially, a lot of times, yes, while there is an element of you winning 1v1s, it mostly boils down to positioning, right? What is positioning? The way you utilize cover, the way you utilize distance, the way you off-angle, etc., etc.
Yeah, I found it's certain characters that I have a hard time fighting with.
Like who?
And those are the ones that are resolved for most of my deaths. Cassidy and Freya.
Okay. And what do you think you struggle against these particular heroes?
Cassidy, his freaking flashbang.
Yeah.
And then Freya, she gets one shot off with the right click and I'm pretty much screwed.
Okay. Did you ever play Freya or Cassidy?
Freya I did a bit. It's kind of weird, wasn't a fan of it. Cassidy, I didn't really care for him.
Okay.
I preferred Ash.
Okay, but let's take Ash for example, because it's essentially the same character. So, when you played Ash, did you ever play against Tracer?
Yeah.
Did you easily beat Tracer or no?
It depended.
It depended on
I didn't
what it
find
depended
too
on.
much of an issue.
Okay.
My cooldown availability.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you some kind of a rage bait question. If you were Cassidy and I played Tracer against you, how likely do you think it would be that you would kill me more than I kill you?
Not very likely.
Why is that, do you think?
Because you're a significantly better player.
Yeah, but it's specifically what is. But what is gonna make it difficult for you to kill me? And for me, much easier to kill you, even though you're supposedly a better character.
Blink management, positioning.
Right. I mean, it's mostly not fighting you face to face. Mostly. That what would it be? But you know, I'm gonna let you play the first team fight. I want to see how you do. Did you notice that every time that Cassidy managed to shoot you is because you just happened to be in front of his face?
Yeah.
Right. I would like you to think about your target priority. Who would you like to shoot? Because there's a Widow top right, been hanging on for a while. Pretty free target.
Yeah.
And you see Diana, yeah? You're doing good. Very good off angle, by the way. Notice, I would like you to observe that no one turned around to even deal with you and you were shooting them from behind the entire time. Did you notice?
Yep.
So, what does that tell you? I probably should not find myself in front of their face very often. Like, exactly this moment.
Yeah, I tried to blink out, but I got pulled in.
Yeah, but the initially peeking from there, you basically expose yourself to Widow and you expose yourself to Cassidy and be in front of their face. If you let them walk a little bit more forward and then you went on a Widow that wasn't looking at you, that would be great.
So that's more so I should have just waited a bit to see what I could hear.
No, I'm saying in the meantime, shoot somebody, right? Don't hard engage anybody. Just poke around, right? Figure out who is not looking and then off-angle them. Pretty straightforward. Because if you doing this, what was the problem with you doing this right now? You shooting from that far. What did you essentially do?
Just go away my position.
Exactly. You're like, hey guys, I'm here. Look at me. You know, that's what he did. You need to engage here. Nice pulse. Very good pulse.
she used the fade, but
Yeah, like the problem here is that you engage too early, announce yourself. You see, easy Widow kill here, by the way. Easy Widow kill. Why? Element of surprise. Element of surprise, easy Widow kill. And you took essentially no damage. Why did you take no damage? Because, well, you weren't in front of her. By the time she turned around, you were fine.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Here, where did you blink?
right in front of him.
Exactly,
Right
exactly. But look how much easier it is when you take the off angle. Why did you almost die here? Or rather died here.
Because they were all looking at me and I stayed there too long.
Right, perfect. You said it perfectly. You stayed there too long. You went to the window. They didn't see you. You got your first shots in. You almost killed somebody, right? What did they do? All turn around. What does that mean for you? They all turn around. What does that mean?
I my welcome.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I did my job. Can get out.
Exactly. Goodbye. That's what you say. Goodbye. Try again later. You see, again, you almost died. Why? Because in front of her face. It's that simple.
Got a bit too confident there.
Every time you face a Widow or a Cassidy, you're playing an uphill battle, and you are very likely to lose the 1v1. Every time you find yourself to the side of them or behind them, all of a sudden they're the ones that die. See? Somewhere else. Need to move. Get closer. Get closer. You're too far away. Yeah, here to the cover. Keep poking. Keep poking. You don't have to force anything. Keep poking until you find a good opportunity. Like the Widow on the right side. What did you blink?
Right in the middle of all of them.
Yeah.
You got a quick post bomb off, but I just got deleted.
Yeah.
I think ran that off a 5-strike, but as they did that.
Also, think about setting up closer in advance because it takes you a very long time to close distance. Try to get close, not in front of them, but like kind of utilize natural covers.
And that's one of the issues I have. It's like I try to reposition, but then I use up all my blinks, and I don't want to engage without any blinks.
It's okay to use blinks, not all of them. You need one, maybe two. Yeah, here, poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. Here we go, yeah. Start moving. Perfect. Perfect, really good.
That's good, yeah.
Perfect. Really good. Really good. Good job. Nice stick. That was a nice stick. Good fight. Good fight. You see again, you caught Cass on an off angle. He was an isolated killable target. You went for him off angle. Boom. So element of surprise. He's dead, right? Then what do? Bap. Surprise him again. You kind of blinked in front of his face, but he wasn't paying attention, so it's fine. Good job. All you have to do is sit here. Yeah, just chill, poke, poke, poke. And when you find a surprising time, you go. Yeah, face to face is not something you should do. You're like, yeah, let me get out of here. Good. He sees you, you're saying you're welcome. Say you're welcome. You see, because you started panicking, what ended up happening? Use 3 blinks. You stayed too long, use 3 blinks. Nice. Blink behind BAP next time. The thing about Tracer's mobility, you said you like it, right? The blink when you're face to face and you're taking 1v1, you want to blink behind them, so then they have to turn around. So you have them. It's not very surprising, but they still have time until they turn around.
Disorient them. That's something I've been practicing, like blinking behind it and swapping around.
You're doing good. Just don't stay in the same spot for too long. Don't be greedy. Like this, for example. That was greed. You're 1 HP. Left side.
It's not a good spot to be in.
Yeah, now you're in front of them. The thing is, because you stay so long, you start panic blinking when they shoot you, and then you shoot 3 blinks into a wall. So, if you don't get into the situation in the first place, you won't need you won't feel like you're panicking, and then you have to blink every time, 3 times to get out. All right, back to the poking until you can find a good off angle. Or just go for the Widow on the left. Widow on the left.
I cannot.
You can, of course you can. Where did you go?
Try to go right through them.
Why?
So I didn't think I could get around the other way.
The better question would be, you decided you went to the left and then you just canceled the plan on the left. Why didn't you just go left and wrap her behind them?
Because I didn't even know there was a door there.
All right. Every time that you engage in their face, you're dead. Drakos, have you noticed?
Yep.
Every time you don't engage in their face, not only you're not dead, but you also get a bunch of kills. Stay main, and then go to the offing a little bit of fight. When you see an opportunity to kind of get around them with blinks, right? Just do it. But until then, it's not that you stay AFK, right? And when you get around them, don't just sit there forever. Shoot. Okay, you're noticed. You switch your position. Either go back to your team or like go to a different off angle, whatever it may be.
How do you feel about re-peeking like 2 seconds later back to the same spot?
You could, but it's 2 seconds that your team is fighting, 4 and 5. That's not ideal. That's why I have high emphasis on uptime. Now I'm gonna stop talking and let you do your thing. See, when it's not going anywhere, they're all here, you can go for the Widow, top left.
I don't see her.
It's alright, shoot somebody else then. Right. Back to the damage here. Perfect. I love the switching angle. Good job. Really good, really good. Solid kill, and then you swap back to the damage. Widow top left. She's dead, she's dead, she's dead, she's dead. She's dead. Somebody else? Dracos, somebody else? She's dead, man. She's dead.
Oh. I thought you were saying that like I could get her and she's like guaranteed dead.
Switch position. Perfect. For you forced his lamp, you see? Pretty good.
Ooh.
He's behind you, fight him, fight him. Nice. Next. Switch position to the right side, to the right side. Right side, more right, double down. How could have you maybe lived?
I back out into the hallway.
Could have recalled. Also, outside of your recall, you stand up in front of their face again. When I say right, I mean to the right side. Just blink behind them. To the right side. Where your second spawn is.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Nice try. It was ambitious, but it was a nice try. And the reason why this was ambitious because your team wasn't even there. So they had everything to deal with your pulse bomb. In front of their face. Keep shooting. You're overthinking your positioning, Drakos. You're overthinking and you're like kind of playing. You're blinking every second. Get into a position, shoot. They look at you, blink somewhere else. Don't use 3 blinks before anything even happens. Get close, get close. I have a question. After the fight. Finish the fight first and then. How could have you lived?
I blinked to the left, which I tried doing.
It's not how you could have lived. What about your recall?
Oh.
Right. And the question that I would like to ask is when your diva use a diva bomb, what do you think you should do?
Try to break the lamp.
No, you should just try to capitalize because the diva bomb makes everyone go chaos, and that means that people are gonna be out of position and run away. You can kill them. Who did you shoot this entire fight?
No one.
Right.
Tried going for the widow, but she keeps. It's like every time I try to sneak up with her, she just disappears.
Yeah, because she's good.
I feel like I'm wasting too much time trying to get to her.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what did I say that you should do? Stay with your team, shoot, and when you find an opportunity, you go. When a widow is sitting across the map, it's not really an opportunity. You can't really reach her.
Mm-hmm.
Surrender to my will.
Now going for the widow would have been the play. Because she's really, really close to you.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I'm just trying to stay on point there.
Alright, what do you think about the game?
Some good, plenty of bad. First round definitely felt better than the second.
When you say some good, what do you think was good?
The times that I did off angle and catch them by surprise.
Yeah,
That and the rest.
I think when you did flank and when you did off angle was pretty good. But even just looking to play of the game, do you notice you're like in front of his face?
Yeah.
Now you weren't, but at the beginning of the clip, you're just in front of his face. And you just walk by and then you went behind. But either way, yeah, when you off angle, it looks good. When you flank, you look good. And I think, I'll give you another credit. I think that overall, the target priority that you have is good for the most part. There are two issues. Number one, you spend a lot of time in front of people's face. You walk down main a lot of the times, and what ends up happening is that everyone sees you, right? And when everyone sees you, it's really difficult to get a kill because your character is essentially close range. You have to close the range. And the second thing that it just, well, they shoot you when you're in front of their face. It's much easier to shoot you. They could literally be shooting at your tank and randomly shoot you, and then you take like minus 50 at from your health, and then you're 125 HP. So when you stand in front of their face, two things happen. You can't kill, you're likely to die. That's a big problem. Now, does that mean that you never are in front of their face? No, that doesn't mean that. It just means that when you decide to hard engage and try to commit, you can't do it in front of their face. What you should do to
Gotcha.
the reason why you're in front of their face is when nothing is happening. When nothing is happening, you shoot. You make them believe you're like your main. Therefore, once you do off angle or flank, you have the element of surprise and the kill potential increases. The way I would like you to play is you start main, and then you find who's alone, who's low, where can I go that is free, and then you find these low off angles with your blinks. Number two, once you do engage the off angles and you do find yourself in a flank, and you start shooting and people turn around, what you most definitely don't do, Dracos,
Is stay right there for too long.
exactly, because you have the element of surprise until they look at you, and now all of a sudden they don't have the element of surprise. The element of surprise is only good for like the first second or two. Have a good one,
Appreciate it,
Dracos.
Take care.
Care too. What's up, Sean?
What's up?
This a diamond one, okay. You can
Yes,
start.
I think it was Masters 5 last time you coached me in Rank Up Academy, and I went to Masters 4 and then D-ranked to Diamond 1.
Why do you think you deranked? Hey,
I think execution-wise, like I was kind of applying what you told me, but not to the extent of like ranking up-wise. Like
Awkward is pathetic.
execution could need some work.
thinks just
I think it
because
was
he
more
goes
like
to the gym,
understanding
he's the
too,
best
because you were
human on
talking
earth.
about I don't shoot the tank enough in the situation, and I don't understand like the cues of like going from shooting tank to actually engaging backline, blah blah blah, like all those things. Like I think it's you talked about like cooldown advantage and stuff, which is probably the case of why. But I don't know. I just don't know how to read the flow of the fight, I guess, and I just kind of get lost in the fight, and then yeah. pretty
okay,
much.
okay. So I assume you do engage backlines, right?
Yes, it depends though. Like I don't know. Sometimes I engage backlines, but I don't engage backlines on anyone that's killable in a sense. If that makes
Okay,
sense.
so you said that I don't know what the cues are. So when do you
Yes.
decide to engage somebody that's not a tank?
I think it depends. I think so. So the general cue is when they're not looking at me, but I don't know the cue of like to make the prediction they're not gonna be looking at me when I blink. Maybe like a sound cue, like I hear the Ana scoped in shooting. Maybe.
You
basic one.
you can't really know exactly, but you like it's a high likelihood assumption, right? Because think about
Yes.
it. If you guys are 5-on-5, everybody's fighting in the middle of the point, right? And the enemy tank goes in, and your tank swings at him, and then like you hear a bunch of people shooting, right?
Right.
It's
sense.
it's a
Yeah,
very high likelihood that people are not going to be
Right.
looking back to when these tracer engaging them because they're focused on what's already happening in front of their face.
Correct. And
So-
there's circumstances where that happen where I blink, but I feel like I just don't understand like where my team is. I guess so. Maybe timing. I don't know. Like I'll blink to a spot where they can easily force me out, and I'll just be shooting something that's not killable.
Okay.
Like, I'll be shooting like a break who can just ignore me and pack their Ana, and then my team just loses the front line engagements.
Okay, so I wanted you to play the first fight. I'm gonna be quiet the entire first fight. I'd like to observe how you
Yes.
do, and
Yes.
then from there it's just kind of a thing. Because I know you, Sean. I've said this many times. Is that you have this like it's not exactly like the analysis paralysis, right? But
Yes.
you tend to overthink the game to the point that you feel like every time you engage it has to be perfection. And like the idea of I engage backlines but they don't dive For some reason, it's bad, by the way, your mic is open. You have to understand that not every time that you engage people, they're gonna die.
Right.
Not every
But then-
team fight that you play perfectly, they're gonna die. Like, you're gonna win.
Right.
You could have amazing games, you're still gonna lose, right? So, I think it's just like kind of the talk of realistic expectations. You just can't assume that if you don't get kills in a team fight, like on a support that you engage means that it's just like, oh, bad engagement. No, but like
I understand. But I feel like there's sometimes where I don't get kills, but I still don't get value in the out of not getting the kill, and you know what I mean. Like I won't get the kill obviously, but even if I'm pursuing the kill that I won't get, it's like adding value to the fight. If that makes sense.
yeah.
I don't know.
So I'll let you play the first fight.
Okay, all right. Also, we're defending here, but usually on attack, I mean, you talk about not pushing the payload, obviously, but like I tend to push the payload on this map to create an off angle where they'll have to, you know, force me out of point. But we're on a defense here.
And by the way, if you feel like you did something wrong in any of the engagement, just call it out. No, that doesn't have to be like a long. Just like, oh, messed up here, did this, you know.
They have some. I fucked that up.
What specifically?
Yeah, I think I just kind of gave away my position.
Okay. You did, but it's fine. Here you should have said I messed it up. After your recall, you should definitely have engaged.
Yes.
It was a good try to attack, but once you used up your recall, should have not engaged.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. I would like you to observe that you wasted your recall 2 times to make like this hard cool play. Instead of just, you know, poking around and waiting for a good opportunity. You're forcing things to happen, Sean.
Yes, that makes sense.
You're trying to force a little bit too much. Instead of doing these warning shots from far away, you should have gotten a little bit closer. But now she has no cooldown, it's a free kill. If yeah, I like this. I like this idea actually. Now I can go. I like that you went for the health pack. That was pretty good. So Sean, I'd like you to not try to force plays. So let them make the mistake. You just keep poking around, you know. Just keep doing this. Let them make the mistakes. Don't try to do these like triple blinks. I'm killing Juno. Because look what Juno just did. Look what Juno just did. What is that?
Oh, that was bad. That was a force.
Yeah, it was. Because all you had to do was stay server and just keep shooting. They already lost their Juno anyways. Because he tried to engage the Genji there, now he had a bunch of downtime. Nice. 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 Good fight, John.
What is this guy doing?
Yeah, that's what I've been telling you, man. What? Like, I don't know what they're doing half the time, even. They're doing stupid mistakes. All we have to do is literally just chill and wait for them to make the mistakes.
Yeah.
Don't try to like get around them like so far away, triple blink behind them, and try to like one clip the Juno. All you have to do is chill and just kill Diana like you did in the previous fight, for example. Just show up from the server room in a random time when she's not paying attention. Like here, no point to make this rotation. Very long rotation for nothing.
I thought they're dropped.
Here, forced her out. She's out of the fight. You can literally also ignore her, by the way, Sean.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Because think about it. Yeah, go ahead. You explain, yeah.
I thought I was forced to take the 1v1 because but I guess I had blinks to spare, where I just couldn't blink out.
Yeah, but because
I guess I was. It's,
when
yeah,
she's
I
there,
thought it
can't
was-
she really help anybody on the payload?
No.
No, not really. You push her down, she goes to the mega room. Great, ignore her. Now you're fighting 4 and 5. And they're the 4. You're taking isolated fights in the middle of nowhere. Try to make sure that you're like an active part of where the team fight actually is.
But
Because when you're a good player, the only one who's benefit from isolating you is them.
I don't really want to engage from here.
You
But like, I feel like I'm forced. I feel like
you
I'm
are.
forced because
You are forced. It's fine. Take it all the way from the left. Yeah. I like how you were patient with the pulse bomb, but then you got overly patient. Like held it for a very long time.
yeah.
Alright. Also, another small thing, Sean, you're trying to go for a lot of engagements where you're trying to do the melee attack instead of just like keep poking
Yeah.
around cover.
I noticed that. I noticed that.
Let's
That's
try,
kind of like a bad habit.
yeah, try to avoid doing the melee stuff unless they're really low. Until then, just keep poking around covers and just, you know, don't take unnecessary damage from people.
Oh yeah, I didn't know she was there. Oops.
It's okay.
I was trying to destroy the turret. That was bad. Anyways, yeah, I think my thought process is I'm gonna blink behind them and I might as well just melee to get extra damage. But yeah,
But you're not only doing that when you're behind them, you're also doing that when you're in front of them. But then you're like
That's
kind
true.
of placing yourself in a very open space for no reason. Nice. That was nice. It's still you going to an open space to melee, but that was like they weren't really looking at you, so it's fine. I'd like you to kind of
Yeah.
keep maneuvering around cover and keep shooting. Less melees, in short.
okay,
Less melees.
Okay.
I like that you stop yourself because that would make no sense for you to engage there.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think he'd kill me that fast. I was gonna blink backwards, but I think I have this habit of shooting instead of blinking, like my first reaction.
Yeah, first save your life and then fight. I mean,
Yes,
first
yes.
get into a position. Like the thing, it's not even about you dying. I don't want you to be losing a bunch of HP over nothing. Nice. Cover, more cover, Sean. Same thing, no melees. Try to again keep shooting around the
Okay.
covers. Less
Yeah,
melees,
that
Sean.
was bad.
They
Yeah,
got-
no, that's such a bad habit.
Like I'm not saying that melee is bad. I'm just trying to have this exercise with you right now. I don't want you to melee. I really don't want you
Okay.
to melee at all. No blink melee at all.
Okay.
Let that go for
All right.
just for the match. I'm not saying.
I think too, when I do blink melee, I think I'm disregarding Tracer's max range of when she can shoot at. You know what I mean? Like I'm shooting too close because I want to melee instead of be shooting from far away where I can be at like the max range where I can still do the damage. If that makes sense.
No, you're in range. The problem is that you tend to blink in
okay.
front of a lot of people. You blink
Okay.
like when you do the blink melee, you don't notice, but you're actually putting yourself in front of a lot of people who can who can just shoot you. Like there, you dying at the end is only because you blink outside to kill Diana, but somebody else shot you.
Right.
and you're taking so much unnecessary poke damage. Basically what you're trying to do in short run is you're trying to out-mechanic the enemies. That's what you're trying to do. You try to force fight and try to get them to 1v1 where you try to out-mechanic them. The problem with that is that works only if it's a 1v1. Right? It doesn't work all of the time, but it's only because of 1v1. But Overwatch is very rarely happens that you have these 1v1 situations. Very rarely. Somebody will turn around, this guy will get healed, somebody will shoot at you, and that's why you don't do it in general.
Right.
So I would like you to stop whatsoever at all. Try to avoid in this game no melee blinks whatsoever. But utilize covers, utilize the angles. Think about your engagement, like like when you actually actively fight. And the second thing, try to be more a part of the fight. Don't take these random fights in the middle of nowhere that are completely isolated anywhere.
These guys aren't good.
Don't TP.
Yeah.
Think about going around, top left.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because Echo is there, would be a better kill. Your monkey is going, can follow up in a second. You see that? Yep.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that was bad.
Because also that blink on top in front of 3 people. It's just kind of like a flexing thing. Why would you even want to blink there? I mean, if your monkey went in, I would understand. If your monkey went in, you shot at him, would be good. Ooh. Let's move.
Yeah, no, I'm scared of the Sim TP.
No melee. No melee. No melee shot. I know it was called for and it was okay. I just don't want you to do it in this game at all.
Okay.
I want to handicap you a bit.
Okay.
No melee. No melee.
No.
Mika, you see, they did it again. You blinked in front of their face, in front of Anna's face, and you tried to out-mechanic her instead of just using the forklift as cover. I like this. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Here, perfect. Perfect. That's what I want you to do. Solid. Good job. Nice, Sean. Nice, Sean. That was a smooth fight. I like it. You see, like, these blinks into their face, take 1v1s. All you have to do is just play around the forklift. We're fine. You can go top, by the way, from here. Top spaceship, I mean. Yeah, just play your distance, play your cover. You don't have to be in front of their face. Yeah, here's good. Anna top left. Careful. Good. Definitely don't want to blink into Nano Winston, right?
Yeah. What is this guy
He's
doing?
gonna primal. He's gonna primal, probably. Never mind. He ain't gonna anything. Oh, wait here, left. Just wait here. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Good job. Next.
What is this? This guy's throwing the game.
You know what's funny is that unironically, this is what you do a lot of the times. You take these fights that are random places when nothing is happening. You try to force a fight. That is something you do, by the way.
Yes,
And
I agree.
you admittedly say this guy is throwing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Nice stick. Man, I wish he would TP back to his team and kill them as well. Just keep shooting around the cover, really nice. Payload is also cover. By the way, if there's nothing to shoot, you can shoot the wall. Might as well. I like this position a lot. No blinks, melee.
I know. No. Yeah, that was terrible.
I would be happy if you blink. You play the same aggressive play from the right side, where I just have a little bit more cover. That's all. I'll be happy with that play. Just not in front.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
okay? I don't expect you to unlearn that habit that quickly. I'd like you to try. You're doing a good job. Nice. Not that. No reason to be that close, Sean. Could have used
Yeah,
the
I was trying to
stairs.
steal. I was trying to steal the health back for her.
Yeah, but after, could have used the stairs. Let's get out, don't die here. I like how you're playing, Sean. Just try to avoid getting into the blink melee range. That's all. Try to always circle around the covers. Top stairs, bottom stairs, left side, box, this thing, that thing, you know? Yeah, this, perfect. See, that's the same play. She dropped down, I get it, but her entire team is behind her. It's a problem for you.
Yeah.
Could have died.
Yeah.
And you almost did. And against GM players, you would have died. Been holding on to your pulse for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, here they're starting to get, yeah, they have very low cooldowns. I like this. Really good. Let's go. Good. Forced ring, really good. Forcing supports to look at each other, really good. Mao guy's absolutely getting destroyed. No blink melee. I would have loved to see a pulse bomb though.
I didn't think I was in range to kill her.
Go, 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 go. You can pulse, you can pulse. I don't care if you miss, just use it. You would have farmed a second one by now.
Yeah.
Keep shooting, play the covers. Nice. Nice. All right. 26 and 4, let me see. 26 and 4, 12.5k damage. How long? 14 minutes. What do you think?
Okay. So it's good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I mean, you're by far the best performer on the server. In terms of just stats, yeah? But even if you're just outside of stats, you're the best performer on the server. But you see, these type of plays, it's just out mechanic. You wanna, you know, I'll tell you exactly what this is. This is you watching like a proper video, highlight video from OWCS on YouTube, and you just see him doing this. And that's like what you think is Tracer is all about, right?
Well, I actually been watching. I don't really watch it as much anymore, and something that I feel like I don't do enough, and this might just be because I'm at a lower rank and I don't really need to. He switches between targets like 20,000% faster than I do. I'm not sure if it's kind of irrelevant to what you're saying, but I'm not sure if that's a thing that I've noticed, at least in my game. I kind of fixate on one target while he just kind of taps different targets and just kind of sees if they're killable more than I do.
The thing is, so, okay, it's comparing yourself to somebody who's literally one of the best players in the game. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take inspiration, but I'm saying...
Well, I've noticed that from like different, like not just him, like different high-level players.
Yeah.
Go on what you're gonna say.
But there's a lot of little things that people don't pay attention to when they see, like what you see and you say that he switches between targets more often than I do, right? But it's not only boils down to mechanics, it also boils down to timing, where they're standing, where his team is standing, what cooldowns have been used, etc., right? Just little things like that. But we're talking about like big picture thing. And all of a sudden, by the way, as soon as you stop using the blink melee, you played... The word better would not be the word that I'm looking for, but more observant, less forcing your blinks and recalls for nothing.
That's what I was saying about the obviously he's switching between targets, but I mean the reason he's switching between targets is because he's very observant what's going on in the fight, and I feel like I'm kind of handicapping myself.
You
That
are.
makes sense.
What you're trying to do is as I said, you're trying to out mechanic people. When you're trying to do that, if you fail, if you don't get the one clip or like the fast kill, you're forced into this weird isolated 1v1 that the only benefits the enemy team. You want to know why? Because you should always think to yourself as the carry of the game, right? Especially when you're playing Tracer. I am the guy who's the best player in the server, right? And if this Ana is now pulling me into this 1v1 the middle of nowhere, even if I kill her, right, I can only kill her because the fight is miles away. It's too far away, and therefore I can get one kill max. You should be thinking, and I know it sounds kind of crazy, I want to kill everyone on the enemy team. I want to be able to kill Bap, Ana, Cassidy, to tank whenever I want. Okay?
Yes.
So the only person who benefits of taking 1v1 against you is the person that is playing that against you, because you're better than him. So if you don't get the kill fast, it means that it takes away from your opportunity to kill his team. You know what I'm saying? So what I'd like you to do, Sean, is to stop doing the blink melee range. The blink into melee. The reason why is for two reasons. Number one, it will help you with tunnel visioning and stop tunnel visioning, right? And it will see, okay, I tried to engage the Ana, but now because I keep my distance, I notice that she isn't healing her Cassidy. And now I can just go and kill Cassidy because he hasn't gotten healed because I was shooting at the Ana. With two of your blinks, for example, right? And the second thing is that a lot of times when you go for these, you make yourself more vulnerable than you should be. Happy to help, Sean. That was great. I'd like you to give me an update, okay?
Thank you.
Happy to help, Sean.
All right, bye.